I had to come here today. A message from the two fandoms I represent, Supernatural and Revolution.
Excellent.
Supernatural is we'll miss you and damn you for breaking our hearts.
Okay.
And Revolution, thank God, come to help our show.
All right.
So there we go.
All right. I guess, so I'm breaking even.
Yes.
All right, cool.
So tell us a little bit about how you're forming out the show.
Did fire come out of that?
Yes. Not even my recorder. Fred's gonna be here. He asked me to record for him.
Sorry.
Tell us about your character. Tell us what you're doing.
Me, I'm a writer and a consulting producer.
You've just come in. So.
Yeah, but my character is mostly kleptomaniac. I steal office supplies. Just post-its, highlighters. I have 100 highlighters from this show already.
Creatively, what are you bringing?
Yeah, exactly.
Pardon me, I'm just being goofball. I have a history. I've worked with Eric a lot, and a history of left fieldness. I live in the left field, and so weirdness, a certain kind of, coming from, I'd say a certain perspective is part of what I bring. I don't know. I feel like you're asking me to sort of toot my own horn. I'm good.
What are you good at?
Good at writing, good at making stuff up, good at world building. This is an extraordinary chance. This is the second season to generate, really, I think one of the most ambitious genre worlds we've got. And it's played in a certain sphere, a small corner of what it has rights to. And as we expand it, I think it will become increasingly interesting, obviously. And I think that once we begin to really, it's all here. The seeds have been sort of literally laid in the planet for this nanotechnological aspect of this conceit. We have the human map and what's been done to humanity as this 15-year kind of shift in the hold on the planet's taken place. So we get all this futurism we get to do from that angle, and we get this amazing. No other show is doing this nanotechnological investigation. It is the living sort of, it is the exact meeting point of science and magic. And so, what's that?
Is that what drew you to the show?
Yeah, for sure. Well, when Eric started to discuss the show at its infancy, he was at Supernatural, and so I happened to sit in on its creation at a couple of key points. So in a way, I as opposed to being drawn by this show, it sort of appeared next to it was there, and so I'm just happy to step over and enjoy it because it's a right new place to go.
Do you find yourself working in your quirky sense of humor, maybe lightening up the show a little?
I'm working on that because there's a certain level of fraughtness, which I think is an important aspect of a post-apocalyptic universe. But I think that there's all kinds of areas to bring in a little more humor. I think a little more air in that it is. I think if that's the way I can answer your question from before too. If I bring something, there might be a little bit of air and humor. It's a natural defense mechanism of my writing style, so it might happen.
So can you tell us, maybe this is a tricky question, but how do the nanobots respond exactly to a bomb going off?
It's a good question, yeah. I mean, how do they respond to all this stuff is really, to me, one of the most fascinating questions, I think without breaking any sort of long news, you can't trick me, lady. What do you call it? It's the bombs going off and the interaction in the tower. The turning off and the turning on, right? These are essentially the turning off and turning on of the nanites was a global event for them, and basically something's happened. If that was a fully raveled sweater that had two jobs, replicate and interrupt the flow of electricity from disparate charged bodies, and just stop that, the thread has come loose in what was a fairly solved situation, which, without getting, it really opens the corridor to an amazing variety of permutations. The world is going to go nuts.
Slowly nuts.
Slowly, yeah. What's nice is it'll start the same way that we've learned, like last season, we heard about Blanchard and we heard about Texas, but there wasn't any kind of concrete stuff coming from Texas. Here we get that, and like so now we're in Texas and we're investigating the rumors that were the rumors of that season. So now we'll hear, because we're in Texas, we're going to start to hear about Mexico. What are they having problems? They're having problems with Mexico. And what is California really? And I think looking into religion is going to be interesting. I think looking into just a variety of the cultural aspects that, because we were in a kind of military campaign world last season, that was investigated. There's so many other areas of this universe to look at.
Will there be pockets of society as the show goes on, you think, which over those 15 years have developed very differently from each other?
That's exactly what we want. I mean, basically, the breakdown of communication is the breakdown of what we are facing now, which is looking at an increasing level of generic for us. You know, we're all culturally wiring into a mass, like this invisible kind of homogenizing force, which is ultimately probably good for us to learn how to be with each other and understand each other. But that disappears, and then you'll get to these Madagascars and Australias that have these like potent, sort of, they're gonna have their own like florid, you know, outgrowths of crazy society that will get more omnivorous. If I've got anything to say about it, and I always say things. If anyone hears, we'll see. I mean, that's the spirit of everyone in the room. It's like let's look into let's lift stones and see what other kinds of like cultures in a yogurt sense. Yeah.
So you're saying you're focusing on Texas? That's really interesting. Is that why they're moving to Austin?
It's kind of a hand in hand of like we're moving to Austin made a lot of sense in a lot of different areas, and it felt good to think in terms of what we wanted is same world, same problems. That we want to feel like the story is, and it's very much. It's going to. We'll see that it's a shaped story that has like key inciting events and a saga that's going to be a whole shape. But like, we'll just be being able to explore this new range of territory is the breath of air I think that this show needs, and it wants to breathe in so that it can have full lungs. Didn't have to follow that metaphor all the way.
That's very vivid imagery. So does that mean that we'll see like some local stuff of Austin covered in vines and everything like that?
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, there'll be. We're not going to play Austin for. We'll be outskirts of Austin most of it, at least in the first part. But we're going to get into increased interaction with Texas because we're in a small town that's kind of in Texas, but like not quite. They're not able to fully protect it because their forces are being involved in other things. Texas is primarily a culture that's I view it, and I think we're all on the same page. It's it's like a theocracy that's a fusion of the church and the Rangers, the Texas Rangers, and like they're I think an interesting.
Just like it is now.
It's a
yeah,
very,
I know. This is actually. I feel like I'm just like home.
Yeah, well, you're from Texas, or you're psychotic. No,
that's why I'm excited.
Yeah, it should be cool. Yeah.
What about and working in relationships like this? Like it ended with kind of Miles and Bass now back on the same team. So how are you running with setups like that?
There's a period of time that we jump between seasons where we'll I think that we're allowed to say that. Totally allowed to say that. Where like everyone resets in a different way, and what feels like would be the necessary next chapter will be I think the right kind of delicious shift of your expectations. Like no one gets to land in the slots that feel like they would land if everyone just had a picnic outside the tower. You know what I mean? Like instead, the flow of events is still volcanic, and everyone lands at different points, and they have a resolution in their relationship to a degree. In some ways, because they kind of break even in terms of like the no one has the get out of jail free card. They're cool, right? In a sense, but they have other underlying things that made those differences occur in the first place. I think people will be interested to see where they go. You know, as a pair of pair of friends that have the weirdest relationship.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like she was giving us signals.